This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys, quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. We all know that your to-do list points the way to great results. And when we talk about to-do lists, we revel in how much they help us do. We love checking off those items one by one. Reserve event space, check. Ensure proper drainage facilities, check. Order 2 pallets of Jell-O powder drop shipped directly to loading zone, check. Requisition clowns, check. The next thing you know, your checklist is complete and your childhood dream is about to come true. How lucky you! Maybe not so lucky for the clowns. Today, however, we're going to put our attention on the items that didn't get done and that didn't get checked off, because there's magic there too. To-do lists accumulate. I'm a compulsive to-do list maker. It's been going on for years. It started simply. Just a little note. Bring pet goldfish to show and tell. After a few false starts, it became a small list. Get jar. This time, fill jar with water. Buy new goldfish, put goldfish in jar, bring new goldfish to show and tell. Once you're in the business world, to-do lists become a way of organizing everything that needs to be done. You might keep your to-do list on paper in a master to-do list system, or you might keep your to-do list online in an app or a spreadsheet, and then you use some system for going through your list and deciding what to do next. Since we generally add items to the list faster than we remove them, however, there becomes a backlog, and that backlog contains all of those things we haven't done over the years. If you use an online task list, you might have years' worth of tasks on that list. If you scroll down far enough, you can find them all. And if you use a paper list or a notebook, you might have dozens of old lists in other notebooks or on prior pages, with some things crossed out and some things not. So, get them out. We're going to mine them for gold. We behave in patterns. You see, we are humans, and humans behave in patterns. There are patterns to the tasks that you do, and there are patterns to the tasks that you don't do. Scan through your task list backlog and look at all of the tasks that you didn't do. Maybe they're still on the list years later, or maybe you eventually dropped them. In any event, look for patterns as to what type of tasks consistently don't get done. Marketing tasks, computer tasks, tasks involving accounting, administrative tasks, tasks that require you to work closely with that person from the 3rd floor who smells a bit like a camel, tasks where I'm not accountable to anyone but myself, tasks about things that are long-term important but not short-term urgent. Diagnose the patterns. Rather than trying to resurrect any particular abandoned task, survey the categories of the things you don't get done, and then jot down on a piece of paper why certain categories don't get done. Just as your undone tasks have patterns, so do the problems and the reasons that you don't get them done. There seem to be 9 common ones that get in people's way. I call these the nefarious 9. Procrastination, interruptions, distractions, thrashing between multiple projects, having fear or emotional attachment to the status quo, or forgetting what it is you're supposed to do, and action that doesn't align with your higher goals, not having a plan, and perfectionism. That's a bunch. So, why don't I ever get to those marketing tasks? It's because I don't have a plan. I don't know which ones will work, so I don't know what to do next, and I get paralyzed by indecision. Why don't I ever send out my invoices? Fear, because I hate dealing with money and decimal points intimidate me. Why don't I like working with a person from the 3rd floor? It's a distraction, because the smell of camel takes me right back to that unfortunate incident from childhood that my therapist says I'm not quite ready to deal with. Once you've identified the patterns and the problems, solve the patterns. What won't get these tasks done, of course, is just pure willpower. You've tried that, you've done the to-do list thing, so now do something else, almost anything. Start brainstorming solutions and look to the Asians for guidance. Those would be automation, delegation, and collaboration. If you get paralyzed by indecision around marketing, you need to team up with someone who knows what to do. Start asking around to find a marketing person and then delegate your marketing tasks to them. That's delegation. If you really don't like sending out invoices, sign up for an online service like Snapbill, FreshBooks, or Billing Orchard. They prepare and send invoices for you on whatever schedule you specify. Automation will save the day. And if that 3rd floor camel funk gets you down, call them by phone and suggest that you test out some online collaboration tools together. See if you can complete an entire joint project without ever having to be face-to-face. It'll be a test for science. In this case, collaboration holds the key. So next time you have items left over on your to-do list, rejoice. These will tell you what to do next. Look for patterns in what doesn't get done. The nefarious 9 obstacles can help you get started in the right direction, and then find a solution that will help you get unstuck with those tasks. Try delegation, automation, or collaboration. And then even your undone tasks will become a force that helps you work less and do more. I'm Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. And if you're self-employed or you run a small business and you find that some projects never get done and some tasks are hard to motivate yourself to do, check out my Get It Done groups at getitdonegroups.com. They provide support, community, and accountability in quarterly programs. You can also join my personal mailing list by texting Get It Done to 33444. Work less, do more, and have a great life.